Hello, welcome dear students to your Standard 4 English 2 class. This is your Rita Miss. Dear students, today I am going to teach A Squirrel Comes Home. It is from your workbook and it is a link lesson of Saving the Sparrow. UNIT-6 from your workbook, dear students. A Squirrel Comes Home. Dear students, in the reader, we read about how Hiralal saved the sparrow. Now, let us read about another boy who saves a wounded squirrel. Now, let us start the story, dear students. I means a boy. I found a squirrel the other day lying outside my house. It had a broken leg and wounded tail. Here, the boy found a squirrel that other day. It was lying outside his house and it had a broken leg and wounded tail. And it looked half dead, and that squirrel was looking half dead. I did not think it had much of a chance if I left it there. So I took it inside. Here the boy thought that if he will leave that squirrel outside, it may not leave. So he took it inside. Once inside, I placed it on a soft, clean towel. I wondered if it was going to leave. Here what happened when the boy placed it on a soft, clean towel, he wondered if it was going to leave. My father helped me feed the little squirrel some milk using an ink filler. Here what happened? The boy's father helped the little squirrel some milk, feed the squirrel some milk using an ink filler. For the first 2 days, the squirrel hardly moved. For the first 2 days, what happened, dear students? The squirrel hardly moved. It stayed in its cardboard home. It stayed in its cardboard home, lying on the soft cotton wool that my mother had placed for its bed. We continued feeding it milk at regular intervals. They continued feeding it milk at regular intervals. I hardly slept those 2 days. I was afraid. Here the boy was afraid. He hardly slept those 2 days. I would wake up to find the squirrel dead. Here the boy was so afraid that he would wake up to find the squirrel dead. So he was so fearful. And very carefully they were taking care to that squirrel. They means who? The boy and boy's father and mother. Slowly the squirrel recovered. Then what happened, dear students? Slowly the squirrel recovered. On the 5th day, the squirrel stepped out of its cardboard home. Then what happened, dear students? Slowly the squirrel recovered. On the 5th day, the squirrel stepped out of its cardboard home. For the first time, it began to take a tour of our house. He started to see the house. It started to see the house. It means who? The squirrel. We thought it was trying to find a way out. They thought that it was trying to find a way out. But soon it was clear that the squirrel was completely at home with us. And afterwards, it was clear that the squirrel was completely at home with us. Dear students, I hope you understood this small lesson. Thank you. Have a nice day.